Over 50? What happens when you do this one fold every day? If you're over 50, you've probably noticed something. Your body doesn't move the way it used to. Bending down feels different. Getting out of bed takes a few extra seconds. Your hamstrings feel tight. Your lower back feels stiff. Your steps are a little shorter than before. And maybe you've accepted this as normal aging. But here's something important. Aging is normal. Stiffness is optional. Today, I want to talk about one simple movement. It's not complicated. It's not intense. It doesn't require equipment. It's a simple forward fold. And when you do this one fold every day after 50, your body begins to change in ways most people don't expect. Now you might be thinking, just bending forward? That's it? Yes. But not rushed. Not forced. Done slowly. Done intentionally. Done daily. Let's understand what really happens to the body after 50. Muscles gradually shorten if they're not used through full range. The hamstrings tighten. The hips lose mobility. The spine becomes less flexible. Circulation to the lower body decreases. And over time, this leads to difficulty tying your shoes, strain in the lower back, poor posture, balance problems, higher fall risk. Most people respond by moving less. And that's where the real decline begins. Because the body doesn't become stiff simply because of age. It becomes stiff because it stops being challenged gently. Now imagine this. Every single day, for just 3 to 5 minutes, you practice one controlled forward fold. Here's what begins to happen. Week 1. You feel tight. Maybe very tight. You might barely reach your knees. Your hamstrings feel like cables. That's normal. This isn't failure. This is awakening. You are sending a message to your nervous system. We are moving again. Week 2. Something subtle shifts. You wake up and your lower back doesn't feel as locked. Walking feels slightly smoother. Standing up feels less effortful. Not dramatic, but noticeable. By week 4, you bend down and realize you're going further without forcing it. Your breathing feels calmer. Your body feels more responsive. But the biggest change isn't just in your muscles. It's in your nervous system. When you slowly fold forward and breathe deeply, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest, recovery, and healing. After 50, many people live in constant low-grade tension. Stress from work, family responsibilities, financial concerns, health worries. The body stays slightly braced all the time. That chronic tension tightens muscles even more. But when you fold forward slowly, exhale deeply, and let your neck relax, your body receives a powerful signal. It's safe to let go. And when the body feels safe, healing improves. Blood pressure may begin to regulate. Sleep often improves. Digestion can improve. Chronic tightness starts to reduce. Now let's talk about how to actually do it safely. If you're standing, place your feet hip-width apart. Keep a soft bend in your knees, never lock them. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, hinge at your hips and begin folding forward. Don't round aggressively. Don't bounce. Don't force. Let your hands land wherever they naturally reach, thighs, knees, shins, or the floor. Let your head hang gently. Stay for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly. Then slowly roll or hinge back up. If standing feels unstable, do it seated. Sit toward the edge of a chair. Feet flat on the floor. Inhale. Exhale and gently fold your chest toward your thighs. Rest your arms wherever comfortable. Let your neck relax. Stay and breathe. That's it. Simple. But here's what most people don't realize. This one fold directly affects your posterior chain, the entire back line of your body. Calves, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, mid-back, even the neck. This chain is responsible for posture, balance, and power. When it tightens, you begin to lean forward as you walk. Your center of gravity shifts. Your risk of falling increases. But when you gently lengthen it daily, something powerful happens. Your posture subtly improves. You stand a little taller. Your chest opens more naturally. Your stride becomes longer. And confidence returns. Because movement is confidence. When you trust your body, you move differently. Now let's go deeper. There's something called fascial hydration. Fascia is the connective tissue that surrounds muscles. After 50, fascia can become sticky and dehydrated if movement is limited. Slow forward folds act like a sponge being gently squeezed and released. They help rehydrate tissue. They improve glide between muscle layers. And that reduces stiffness dramatically over time. Not in one day. Not in 3 days. But in consistent weeks. And consistency is everything after 50. You don't need intensity. You need repetition. Gentle. Daily. Intentional repetition. Now here's another unexpected benefit. Balance. When you fold forward slowly and return slowly, you are training your proprioception, your body's awareness in space. This reduces fall risk. And after 50, fall prevention is not optional. It's critical. Just the act of controlling your descent and rise strengthens stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and hips. And those small muscles are the first to weaken with age. This is why something so simple becomes so powerful. It's not just stretching. It's neuromuscular training. It's circulation improvement. It's stress regulation. It's posture correction. It's fall prevention. All from one daily fold. And the best part? It takes less than 5 minutes. But let me be clear. If you have severe osteoporosis, recent spinal injury, uncontrolled high blood pressure, or dizziness, you must modify or consult a healthcare professional first. Safety always comes first. Now imagine doing this for 90 days. 90 days of telling your body, we are not done moving. The stiffness that felt permanent begins to soften. The fear of bending reduces. You stop avoiding the floor. You stop asking for help picking things up. You begin trusting your body again. And that psychological shift may be the biggest change of all. Because after 50, strength is not just physical. It's mental. And every time you fold forward and rise back up, you are proving something to yourself. I am still capable. That matters more than you think. This is just the beginning. Now let's go deeper. Because what looks simple on the outside is doing something much more powerful inside your body. When you slowly fold forward, something very important happens to your spine. After 50, your spinal discs begin to lose hydration. They don't dry out completely, but they lose elasticity. They don't bounce back the way they used to. That's one reason you may feel shorter in the morning. Or stiffer after sitting. A controlled forward fold gently decompresses parts of the spine. Not aggressively. Not like hanging upside down. But subtly. When you hinge at the hips and let your upper body hang with relaxed breath, gravity creates mild traction. This can encourage fluid exchange in the discs. Improve circulation around spinal joints. Reduce compression caused by prolonged sitting. And remember, most people over 50 sit more than they move. Driving. Watching TV. Working at a desk. Scrolling on a phone. Sitting shortens the hip flexors and tightens the lower back. The forward fold counteracts that pattern. It restores balance between front and back body. Now let's talk about blood flow. When you fold forward and your head lowers slightly below your heart, circulation patterns shift temporarily. You're not doing a full inversion, but you are allowing more blood to move toward the upper body. This can help Improve mental clarity. Reduce that foggy feeling. Increase oxygen delivery. Many people notice that after a slow fold, they feel calmer but also more alert. That's not coincidence. It's nervous system regulation. Let's talk about lower back pain. Here's something most people misunderstand. Lower back pain after 50 is often not just a weak back. It's usually tight hips plus tight hamstrings plus limited spinal mobility. When hamstrings are tight, they pull on the pelvis. When the pelvis tilts improperly, the lower back compensates. Over time, that compensation creates discomfort. A daily forward fold gently lengthens the hamstrings and helps reset pelvic alignment. Not instantly, but progressively. And when the pelvis moves better, the lower back doesn't have to work overtime. Now here's something even more interesting. Hormones. Yes, hormones. Slow, controlled stretching has been shown to lower cortisol levels. Cortisol is your stress hormone. After 50, chronic elevated cortisol contributes to belly fat accumulation, poor sleep, muscle loss, slower recovery. When you fold forward slowly and breathe deeply, cortisol can decrease. At the same time, parasympathetic activation increases serotonin and supports melatonin production later at night. This is one reason many people report better sleep when they stretch consistently. And better sleep after 50 is everything. Because sleep controls muscle repair, brain detoxification, immune strength, emotional stability. So this one fold isn't just about flexibility. It's influencing recovery. Now let's talk about balance and fall prevention more deeply. Falls are one of the biggest risks after 50, and especially after 60. But falls don't usually happen because someone is weak. They happen because of poor coordination and delayed reaction time. When you fold forward and rise back up slowly, you train eccentric control, lowering with control, core engagement, foot stability, vestibular adaptation. The slow return to standing is actually more important than the fold itself. Most people rush it. Don't. When you come back up slowly, your deep spinal stabilizers activate. Your glutes assist. Your core braces gently. This is functional strength. Now let's build this into a simple 5-minute daily longevity ritual. Minute 1. Stand tall. Take 5 deep breathfuls, slow inhale. Longer exhale. Minute 2. Slowly fold forward and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Gentle breathing. Minute 3. Slowly rise. Pause. Fold again slightly deeper if comfortable. Minute 4. Stay in fold. Microbend knees. Focus on relaxing neck and jaw. Minute 5. Slow return. Stand tall. Take 3 slow breaths. That's it. 5 minutes. But here's the key. Do it daily. Not intensely. Not aggressively. Not forcing progress. After 50, your body responds better to frequency than intensity. Consistency beats intensity every time. Now let's talk about something psychological. When people stop bending down easily, they subconsciously start avoiding the floor. They stop sitting on the ground. They stop gardening. They avoid low shelves. Slowly, their world becomes waist-high. That shrinking movement range shrinks independence. But when you fold daily and keep that ability alive, you protect independence. Independence is dignity. Being able to pick something up without pain matters. Being able to tie your own shoes without strain matters. These small movements define quality of life. And one fold protects that. But let me be clear about one mistake. Do not bounce. Do not force your fingers to the floor. Do not compete with your younger self. Your goal is not to touch your toes. Your goal is to maintain usable mobility. There is a difference. Mobility means strength through range. Flexibility alone is passive. When you fold with control, you build mobility, not just stretch tolerance. Now imagine this. You wake up every morning and before checking your phone, before drinking coffee, before turning on the TV, you fold. You breathe. You rise. That becomes a signal. We are still active. Over weeks, your brain associates morning with movement. And that habit spills into other behaviors. You may start walking more. You may sit less. You may stand taller. Small habit. Big ripple effect. Now let's address fear. Some people over 50 are afraid to bend forward. They worry about their back. Here's the truth. Avoiding movement weakens tissue faster than controlled movement. Your spine is designed to flex. Gently. Progressively. With breath. When you remove all flexion from your life, tissues lose adaptability. And that's when simple movements cause injury. Gradual exposure builds resilience. That's what this fold does. It reintroduces safe spinal flexion. Over time, your confidence increases. And confidence reduces stiffness. Because tension is often protective. When the brain feels unsafe, muscles tighten. When the brain feels safe, muscles release. Slow forward folds tell the brain, this is controlled. This is safe. That neurological trust is powerful.